Hi. So in this example, we're going to demonstrate how we would investigate a possible breach on one of our client tenants. So in this case, I have been alerted from the Octiga app in my email. I've opened the email and I can see here that we have some new security alerts. So the summary for today is that I have 39 critical and 15 danger, 0 warning level alerts on a given tenant. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click in to view alerts, and this will bring me to the Octiga app, and it'll bring me straight to the alerts screen. The alerts will load up and it'll show me alerts across all tenants, and they will be sorted by date. So we can see here that there's a number of deviations and alerts that have come in the past while. So on the 24th of the 11th, which is today, at 13:37, there was some baseline deviations. And moving on down, we can see various other baseline deviations. But in this example, we're going to look at an example where there was an event from a login or a breach or an inbox rule that might indicate a breach from outside the organization, as opposed to a baseline deviation, which would be a configuration change. So we can see here on this one, the tenant in question is Octiga, because we are monitoring ourselves in this demonstration example. The user in this question was Sash. A successful login occurred and it originated from a fraudulent IP that is in your allowed region. So I'm going to take a look at this event. So viewing event details, I can see that the event occurred at a location, it looks like in Sydney. Now, I know from my tenant that this particular user does operate in Sydney, so I believe this might be okay. However, I want to review further information. I can see the IP address on which it happened. I then have some augmented information about the type of network that they were on. So I can see that it was an iCloud private relay, so possibly related to an Apple device. It was in the region Sydney, as you can see over here. It was also a abuse velocity is an indicator of the type of network and the type of abuse that may have occurred. In this case, it was a proxy VPN, virtual private network. And we may or may not allow that type of network on our client tenant. We can see here there's a risk score associated with this. This is 99 out of 100, so it would be quite a high risk score. And it could be a bot or non-human traffic. So we want to investigate this a little further. I can see here that the user ID is Sash, so I know the user that this occurred on. Now, in this case, the operation in question was a user logon, and it was to Azure Active Directory, as most user logins do occur through. So I know in this case that Sash operates out of Sydney. So in this case, I'm going to say that this is not a breach. However, I might talk to Sash and note that he is using Octiga's Microsoft 365 Cloud from a network that we detect to be of high risk. Now, sometimes these types of risks might be something a client may not want to take. For example, if someone's using an unsecured network in a coffee shop or over a VPN connection that we don't accept, and we would want to be alerted to these. In the next video, I'm going to show how we can tailor these alerts for the purpose of better allowing certain clients to have different levels of acceptance of types of networks and types of regions in which their users log in from and do all of the events that they will do every day.